Hi there, my name is Claire Phillips and I'm part of the Environmental Studies graduating class of fall 2020. Graduating during a pandemic is definitely a little bit sad.
How did I feel about graduating during a pandemic? I'm just really happy to have graduated.
What is something positive that you've seen come out of teaching and learning online?
I think it's opened up the world to us in two distinctive ways. The first is that we're able to bring people in from anywhere. It's sort of dissolved the boundaries.
I think the positive thing is that students are all over North America.
The level of engagement in a large class like ES2020, which is the only one I'm teaching right now, in some respects the level of engagement is higher.
It has been fascinating. COVID has brought us together as a human beings. You have been connecting from different places and bringing your work into the classroom.
What is one word that you would use to describe that class of students? You can expand on the word afterward.
Earnest is the word that I use, and that's lovely to have an open heart, and they're excited to learn and excited about what the world has to offer.
The word I would use is action. Because I see so much drive and energy in students and passion about these issues that's leading them to action and not just being hopeless. And it would be easy to be hopeless and be depressed by what's facing us in the world, but we need people to have that energy to say, no, we need to change things. And I see that in the students, and it does inspire me.
Searching. I am so impressed by environmental studies students. They have to jump over a higher bar. The students who do a double major are having to strive in a different subject area as well as environmental studies, so they tend to come from all over, so very interdisciplinary and usually really strong students. And environmental studies students are searching for better ways of doing things. They're searching for solutions. They're searching for innovative ways forward out of problems or seeking new opportunities.
Good problem solvers. When we deal with the environment, it's all about solving really complicated, sometimes they're called wicked problems, right? They have no one single solution, and so they require lots of complicated thinking and bringing ideas from all kinds of different disciplines. And if you layer COVID on top of that, a pandemic on top of that, here's a group of students who have had to figure out how to solve complicated problems, or at least consider them in the past. And they are confronted with the most complicated, most difficult problem of the last 50 years or so, this pandemic that's changed everything. And I know that for a lot of people that's really probably pretty scary, going from university where you can learn to out into the workforce or grad school or whatever it is that you're going to go on and do. You don't know exactly what those opportunities are going to be or what the world's going to look like post-COVID or post your graduation. But it seems to me environmental studies students are particularly well suited for those sorts of challenges because we spend so much time talking about solving problems.
What's one piece of advice you would offer to the graduating class, or maybe a piece of advice that you wish that you got at the end of your undergrad degree?
As you are graduating, my advice to you is keep humble, keep learning, keep curious. Hasta pronto.
These are wonderful times for you. You may not think they're wonderful times. It may seem like a lot of work and you're stressed and sleep deprived and all those things. But you're going to look back at this moment in time and say, wow, I had a lot of freedom and flexibility and just the opportunity to be able to be curious about so many things.
I'd say always take the time to smell the proverbial flowers, take the time to look up at the stars, take the time to touch the earth with your bare feet or your hands, basically just taking time to connect to the fundamental wonder and goodness of this world that we share.
Don't be in a rush to figure out what your career is. Don't be in a rush to get that job that you're going to have for the rest of your life. And I don't think I've ever had a job that I felt like I was going to have for the rest of my life.
There's so many things that are going on in the world, and there's so many important issues, and we can't possibly be engaged in them all. Find the one that really inspires you or that motivates you to do things, whether that's personal, whether that's towards a professional career. It doesn't really matter, but find something that really gives you that inspiration and that hope for the future that drives you to create and effect positive change.
Our political systems are defective, but this world that our bodies emerge out of is not defective. We're not defective. We're good, and it's good to take moments to remind ourselves of that amidst all of the turmoil that we experience on a regular basis. Time to just touch in to the earth, touch into ourselves as a reminder that we are fundamentally good, even as the world feels like it is sometimes getting out of control.
Congratulations, everyone, and wishing you so well. It's been such a privilege and pleasure working with you, and I'm looking forward to hearing about all the amazing things that you end up doing. So please stay in touch.